business development president.
Look at this guy. Look at him.
It seems to be happening more and more.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
People trying to beat the trains, sometimes in vehicles, and sometimes on foot. Some people make it across safely, even if they're stumbling around the tracks. But too many times, like this man on his bicycle in Boynton Beach, there isn't a safe ending and people are killed. In nearly every instance, police say people go around the gates, ignore the warning lights, and into the path of a train. And Noreen Patton knows all too well what that's like.
I had some very traumatic experiences that took place while I was an engineer.
Patton has been an engineer for 13 years, the last 11 with Tri-Rail. Her trains have hit 7 people.
The first one was extremely traumatic for me because it was a young man.
Patton can tell you specific details about each person she's hit, like the young man who reminded her so much of her son.
He was living with the homeless camp, a homeless community there, and I've heard took his shoes off and gave it to them before he committed suicide.
Then there's the man who kept himself hidden until the last moment, jumping onto the tracks. Patton says the worst part was eye contact right before impact.
And he looked into my eyes and then he just scrambled right in front of my train, and that one I was going at high speed.
Those two were in late 2016 and forced Patton to leave her job and seek therapy. She came back in March. 4 days later, somebody else stepped in front of her train.
We hit him, and when we hit him, his body landed right where we stopped. And so as I looked out the window, you could just see legs. These are memories that it doesn't go away.
Which is why Noreen Patton did go away. That was her last day as an engineer, because it's not just about the people who are hit. Patton says there are so many near misses only the engineers see, people who think it's a game.
These children think it's okay to hang around the tracks. You know, they play chicken.
The rail companies are adding more safety features.
How you doing, folks? Here you go. How's it going, sir? Just spreading awareness, keeping everybody safe.
Brightline now has ambassadors at some crossings reminding people about the dangers of oncoming trains. West Palm Beach and Boynton Beach are both adding safety features, but you can't stop someone who wants to get on the tracks and perhaps into the path of Noreen Patton's train, because after nearly a year of therapy and prayer, Patton is returning to the job in the coming days, hoping to leave her memories and her nightmares behind.
Think about the engineer, that person who's going through that, because they then become a victim to what you've done.
Ari Height, WPBF 25 News.